morning, Audubon, and thank you, all of you, for wearing blue as we begin our Mullumbimby season reading. Now, as you know, this is the time of year where we stop and we think what's really important and what really counts, and that's the character inside all of us. Each day for the next 6 days before winter break, I'm going to be sharing a little bit of my book, The Mullumbimby Jungle, which most of you are familiar with, which teaches us how to recognize that we have good character inside all of us. Sometimes we just make bad choices. We're going to begin today with the first section of the story, and I have first graders here to help me. And when we're done with the story, we're going to be trying to light the first branch of the Mullumbimby tree, which is blue, like all the colors that you're wearing. So we're going to shine the trustworthiness today. So let's begin the story. The Mullumbimby Jungle by Crissafulli. Michael climbed up into the huge chair, his feet dangling high above the floor. Once again, he had trudged that path from his kindergarten classroom to Principal Brown's office. He wiggled nervously and braced himself for the talk. He knew it by heart, especially the ending question. Why can't you be good? Michael wondered, how can I always know what's good? That's when things started to get strange. Vines grew out of the ceiling, trees popped up through the floor, and the sounds of the jungle were everywhere. Michael peered down, only to see a swamp full of snapping crocodiles. He curled up his feet in the chair and shrieked, "Where am I?" A crocodile popped up. "Hi, I'm Clem. Welcome to the Mullumbimby Jungle." "What's a mumbo-bumbo?" asked Michael. "That's Mullumbimby. They're a very special tribe that lives in Australia. Their name means do-gooders." "Australia?" asked Michael. "How did I get down here? I've got to get back to school or I'm going to be in real trouble." Clem explained, "I'm afraid the only way out of here is to climb to the top of the Mullumbimby tree." "Oh, where is it? I'm a whiz at climbing." "I'm not sure, but I heard tell it's somewhere in the outback." Clem swished his tail through the water. "That's on the far side of this swamp." "Well, how do I cross it? Is there a bridge?" No. "I'm afraid not," Clem said, "but if you climb on my back, I can float you across." Well, putting all of his trust in Clem, Michael hopped aboard and sailed through a sea of crocodile eyes. Okay, we're going to stop our story right there. And Michael definitely had to be trustworthy to hop on a crocodile's back and sail through a sea of crocodile eyes. That would be pretty scary. But it was the only way he could get across the billabong. Now, we have some first graders that they know what trustworthiness means, and they know that there's ways that they show it every day here at school and at home. It's a pretty big word, so first graders, let's see what you think. Preston, how are you trustworthy? Can you stand up so everybody can see you, Preston? And the rest of you can stand.
When somebody tells me a secret, I always keep it.
Wow, when someone tells Preston a secret, he always keeps it. That means they can trust you. Great job, Preston. Okay, you may have a seat, Preston. And Paige, why don't you stand and tell us how you're trustworthy.
I don't hide here.
Paige, go ahead, please.
I never look at anybody's table.
Okay, when she's doing her work, she does her own work and never looks at other people's papers. Great job, Paige. And Ava, can you stand and tell us how you're trustworthy?
When I find money, I give it to my teacher.
Oh, when she finds money, she doesn't keep it for herself. She turns it into the teacher. Great job. You're trustworthy. And Giovanna, why don't you stand and tell us how you're trustworthy?
Every time I'm trust. I tell the truth.
Tell the truth. That's really important. Always be honest. That's being trustworthy too. And Tori Tannhauser, how are you trustworthy?
When somebody asks me to do something, that means they can trust me.
They can trust or they can count on you to get the job done. Well, those are wonderful ways to be trustworthy. What do you think out there, Audubon? Do you think we're going to light up the blue branch of the tree with those ideas?
Yes.
Well, we're going to stop right now. We're going to take a look as I head over to that Mullumbimby tree, and we're going to see if we can light the first branch of character, trustworthiness. So, be right back. follow me over to the mulberry tree, and guess who else followed me? Crocodile Clem. I guess he's anxious to see if those first graders know how to be trustworthy like Michael was to climb on his back. Well, we're going to take a peek. We're going to look at the far branch on the back side of the tree, and if the first graders knew what they're talking about trustworthiness, we're going to see some blue lights. I'm going to need a helper. Let's dim the lights. Can you please go over and close off the lights in the library when I give you the signal when I put my finger up? Okay? Okay, go ahead. Turn them all off, please. Wow. Okay, we can put the lights back on. Great job. I think those first graders really knew what they were talking about, didn't they? That was beautiful. And that's only the beginning, boys and girls, because this is day 1 of Mulliman season greeting. We've got 5 days to go and 5 different types of character to celebrate about each and every one of you. And speaking of character and trustworthiness, and the words of the very famous Mark Twain, who, by the way, was the author of Huckleberry Finn and Tom Sawyer, he said, if you tell the truth, you don't have to remember anything. Think about that, boys and girls, and have a great day. And remember, I can count on you if you're trustworthy. Take care, and let your character shine.